I think the most difficult part of being here is praying.
Yeah. Just be honest.
Be honest, please. Hey guys, what's up? So a lot of my Muslim subscribers who are especially hijabis, they often ask me, Sharoon, I want to travel to Korea or study here, but we wonder what is it like to be a hijabi in South Korea, how people are going to treat us, blah blah blah. So to answer your questions, today I'm going to meet two girls who wear hijab and they are from Indonesia, and we'll talk about their experience of studying here, traveling here, what was it like. So without further ado, let's meet them. Let's go. So yes, they are waiting for me there in that cafe.
Hi everyone, my name is Refi. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Indonesia.
Hi, my name is Hija. I'm 28. I'm from Medan, North Sumatra, Indonesia.
Before we start, we just wanted to say that whatever that we say here is based on our personal experience. Yeah. It might vary from different people.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like just because we're Indonesian, all Indonesians are going to experience that.
Same like
all Muslims are going to experience that. We might have different mindset and perspective and understanding and how we apply it. So please don't take it wrongly.
Thank you so much for your time today. I know that you have short time and travel around, but then you still gave me your time. So before we dive into, I just want to ask you, like, what are you doing in Korea? What's happening?
Actually, we are just traveling for a month, and because we're interested with Korean culture, so we applied for intensive course, Korean course in SNU.
I see. Is this your first time coming to Korea?
This is my first time here. Yeah.
It's my second time. Actually, I went here like a year ago.
I've recently observed that there are a lot of Indonesian students. Like in my building, there are a lot of Indonesian students. I wanted to actually approach them and ask them, is it okay? But they were like, oh, who is this guy like in the building trying to like stalk us or something? So why is that like a lot of Indonesians are not just studying, but even traveling? Like what's the reason? Is Korea promoting their country a lot in Indonesia?
So I went to international boarding school and there were a lot of Koreans there. And most of my Indonesian friends, they are actually very into K-pop and K-drama. So it's been like 10 years since I've been exposed to the K-pop and K-drama, but it doesn't really like got me into it until like maybe like beginning of this year, because I did my research about Korea since I plan to travel here. So that's why like most Indonesians really love Korea because of K-pop mainly and K-drama. Yeah.
And for you, since you came the first time to Korea, what was something like a big shock for you? Oh, what, like Korean just do this? Like you were like something.
I think I haven't really like experienced like that shocking thing. Like what really what really interests me was there was a lot of PDA here, where people kiss.
And
back home like people don't really do that.
Don't really.
What about you the first time when you came? Of course now the second time, so you already. But first time when you came to Korea, was there something that because you already like Korean dramas, and then you expected something, oh, Korea is like this and that, and then you come here and you're like, what? It's totally different. Was there anything?
Just be honest.
Be honest, please.
Gak apa-apa ini.
Okay.
I thought like I was imagining that all the guys gonna look like Korean actors. They're gonna as tall as the actors, but turns out, it's normal.
I mean, just like any other place in the world, like people come in different sizes and shape and colors. So, but they all look nice.
I wonder, like, because you're traveling in Korea now. Because my friend before, she's hijabi, and she mentioned that Sharoon, like sometimes men approach me, and she said a lot of times Korean men would approach her like, hey, you're not gonna go out. I wonder in your case, like, because you guys are pretty good looking, I think like sometimes guys approach you. Does it happen, or because of hijab they kind of?
I think because of the hijab, they don't approach you.
To be really honest, even guys back home, they don't really approach me. Like they're really very careful around us because of the hijab thing. And actually on our first day arriving here, so we got here really late. So we get dropped off here at the airport bus stop. So we need to walk, right, to our one room hotel. My luggage was heavy, 30 kg. and this road is going uphill. It was midnight, so I was struggling. Like halfway there, I was like, oh, I wish like there was someone that could help me, or maybe I could ask someone. And one guy actually approached me.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, and he speaks English. He was like,
I'm
hey, where are you
sorry.
going? Like, I'm sorry. I'm like, if you don't mind me asking, where are you going? Can I help you with that? So I think it was really nice. It's a Korean guy.
Yeah.
So actually, like, people are actually really nice, but maybe like they're shy, or maybe, but when they see like, oh, I think this person needs help, they will come
help.
to
Yeah,
you. Yeah.
right.
Since you guys are hijabi, did you face any discrimination while you guys were in the classroom, or were you on the bus, or like hanging out with friends? Did you face any kind of discrimination when you were
We haven't really experienced something or anything that could be called as discrimination,
Yeah.
but we do get a lot of stares.
Yeah.
Like, it's not look, it's stares,
It's
especially from the elderly.
Yeah.
But I know like sometimes people do that without them realizing.
Yeah.
Because we look different,
Different.
we dress differently, and they're not used to being exposed to people like us, so we
Yeah.
don't really take it personally.
Yeah.
So sometimes when we notice people like staring at us, we just
We
smile,
just
and they
smile.
might smile back. And there are times when we say like "안녕하세요," and they'll be surprised and be like "네, 안녕하세요." They'll be like shocked, and I'm like smile. So we're like,
Yeah. We
so
just-
yeah.
we just don't have to take it personally,
Yeah.
because it also happened in our country. Like when foreigner, like Westerners, came to our country.
And they look certain way.
Yeah.
People, like at some
People
point,
gonna
just look at
stare,
them, you know,
yeah.
like, because like it's like when you see something different, obviously like your attention will move towards the person.
Yeah, it's just natural.
Where is this person
Yeah,
from?
yeah.
Yeah.
We went to Busan, I think 2 weeks ago. We bumped into like Ajuma and Ajusi, and they were actually like, oh yeah, puta, and like, oh, the hijab is really beautiful.
Are there things that you are still not able to adjust, or like difficult to adjust a little bit? What could be those?
I think the most difficult part of being here is praying.
Yeah.
To find a prayer space, prayer room. At some touristy places, it's provided.
Yeah.
They provided really beautiful praying room, but at some other, like, it's just not available.
Yeah.
So, but we're grateful at the university that we went to. The building actually have prayer room.
Yeah.
But I've realized like recently Korea is trying to make more prayer rooms.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
were surprised that
yeah.
most of the prayer rooms even better.
Yeah, the one in the background. But what I do notice that, like, I know the Korea Tourism Organization, they're actually trying their best to attract more Muslim travelers.
Yeah.
So they try to be more accommodating in
Yeah.
terms of like providing halal food
Yeah.
and prayer spaces.
Yeah.
So this is something I wanted to ask about the food, because I know you can buy like vegetables and other things that like as a halal food, but still like Korea has more places where you have pork, and there's things that I had a Muslim friend who said like, so we were eating chicken, and I'm like, oh, you can eat this chicken, and he was like, but Sharoon, we don't know what knife they use.
Yeah.
Maybe they use for the pork and for the
Yeah.
chicken. So those things could be like really, really hard, right? Because even it's a vegetarian or like something halal food, but maybe before somebody cooked non-halal
Yeah.
food, right? So I wonder, like, what about the food? How do you guys had a problem with that?
No, technically, yeah, when they have used like the pan or the knife, the frying pan or the knife for pork, like we're not supposed to eat anything that has been mixed or like contaminated with that. But under certain circumstances, situation, like since we are in a non-Muslim country, like at some point it becomes permissible as long as we don't eat the pork
Yeah.
or anything that is contaminated with pork.
Yeah.
So for example, like if there are no like halal restaurant available here, we just go to any restaurant, but we
To
just don't
chicken.
Yeah, we just eat chicken or maybe like seafood or like beef, but as long as it's not pork. Like, but if we have better choices, like example, if we go to Itaewon, like there are plenty of halal
Yeah.
restaurants, so we'll just go to halal
Yeah.
restaurants. So there was this one time we went to a shopping mall. We want to try naengmyeon, the cold noodles. We actually went there and we actually told the ajuma, like the waiter, like, oh, we don't eat doichigogi and mogoyo. So we just want to try the noodles and the soup.
Yeah.
And she was very kind enough. She was like, oh, actually the soup, like we mix the broth with pig skin. So can you eat that? Because like I'm kind of worried that you can't eat anything that has like
Yeah.
pork in that. So we're like, oh, thank you for letting us know. Like then that means we can eat that.
Yeah.
Because it has been mixed. So I think people here just are more like understanding.
Yeah.
Like they have the knowledge now. Yeah.
What is something when you will go back to Indonesia you're gonna miss about Korea?
The food.
What do you mean? So you like Korean food?
Yeah, I like it.
I'm going to miss a lot of things from Korea because here, like, I came here like just wanting to be able to do the simple thing. Like, I want to be able to walk on the sidewalk. I want to be able to ride the public transport in peace, in comfort. Like, I really want to go to a park where I can just bike and enjoy the sunset, read a book. You can't really do that back home. Here, like, I can walk at night completely by myself at midnight and not have that worry that I might get like robbed or I might get kidnapped, I might get killed. Like, I have that safety and comfort feeling here, so I'm really gonna miss that. So being here, being able to do that, like, it's like living a dream for me. So I really like the simple things. So yeah, I'm really gonna miss that. Yeah.
So you feel like Korea is way safer?
Yeah, it's more safe than
Safe. Like, I can just walk by myself at night, like, and not to worry about anything. I can just leave my phone here. I come back 3 hours later. It's still gonna be here.
I agree.
Right?
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. And as you saw in the video, both of them mentioned that they find Korea way safer as compared to their own country. Regarding the hijab thing, they did mention that they do get those stares, but how do they deal with it? They smile. Yeah, smile works. But let me know, what about you guys? So what is your biggest fear of traveling to Korea or traveling anywhere in the world? Please do let me know your comments in the comment section below, and please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and most importantly, smile.